name is R. Crosby Lyles, and this is News from the Cat. It's almost election time. Tuesday. About 2 years away. So let me cut right to the chase, because I know you don't got a lot of time to screw around. Donald Trump's starting to look a little bit like Adolf Hitler. And even really more like the Antichrist. Or like a heavy Jim Jones. I mean, this death cult thing in states like Pennsylvania that are spiking in COVID cases. He's going out like the strong man, just had COVID, got fixed up with the remdesivir and everything else, got juiced up with old school steroids to make you feel like you're Superman. Comes dancing out there. Everybody says, we wish them well and stuff like that. Well, I don't know, man. Dude looks like the Antichrist to me. And the reason that I do this is because I keep having this repeating vision of Olivia Troye and others on a landing craft, like in the opening sequence for Ryan, when they didn't put any women on the beach then, but I see her face with a helmet like this, getting ready for that door to open up, and for them to be cut to ribbons by German fire. And we put ourselves through that because nobody stood up to Hitler when he came to power. Now we see another Adolf Hitler coming down the line, and there just really aren't enough people standing up. And nobody's saying, hey, check this out. This motherfucker is, no, he is Adolf fucking Hitler. So, just imagine if he's able to grab power, you know, think about it. Think about what kind of personal world you're going to be living in then, which is totally arbitrary and capricious, where your personal needs, your health care, and everything else depend on whether this dude favors you or not. Whether you get your health care, whether you get food, whether you get, you know what I mean, whether you get paid, whether you're able to pay your rent, depends on what your political standing is, whether you favor dear leader or not. And it'll come down to that. So we're at that moment. So I can sit around with my hand, you know, saying, well, you know, I really don't know. Well, I really do know. The motherfucker's Adolf Hitler. Believe it. He's Adolf Hitler. He is the fucking. Believe it. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. You know, I saw this thing, this crazy dude coming out, talking about how Obama was the Antichrist. And this is a number of years ago. I guess Obama was running for re-election. Some crazed person in the audience was going, Obama's the Antichrist. Obama. Well, you know what? Obama's not in office right now. He doesn't have any power. He doesn't have any power. And the person who is wielding power is tearing down every of this great experiment called the United States of America. And that's what's happening. So, you know, you support him, bow down before the one you serve. You're going to get what you deserve. Really, you support that? Better know what's on the other side of it. You know, they call the devil is referred to in the Bible in the Old Testament as the accuser. You better know that going in, because he's going to be the one. When you're standing at the pearly gates, and you know, hopefully it's in God's time, whatever that is. You're standing at the pearly gates. The accuser is going to come out and say, hey, how you doing? So you want to come in, huh? Well, hey, there was this little thing back in 2020. You supported the Antichrist. Oh, you sat on your hands because you were afraid? You were afraid to speak up? Just like the Germans were afraid to speak up? When they knew what Hitler was doing was fucked up? That shit was fucked up. People knew it then. The deal went down because they let it go down. So I could sit here and quietly hope that the storm passes me by and I don't get hit. Or I can stand up and I can say, no, that motherfucker is Hitler. That motherfucker is the Antichrist. Voted. So you can sit back and you can cover your own ass if you want to. When the thunder starts rolling, you really think, you know, and we got global warming to think about? Storm, there's another storm out there, Eta. They ran out of names, 4 or 5 for tropical storms, and that's because sea surface temperatures. You can look at it, go to climatereanalyzer.org. Sea surface temperatures are off the scale. You know, I've gone into that ad nauseum on my channel. The temperature differentials is what causes the big problems, the big storms, the big surges in temperature, massive amounts of snow and rain. We're talking about like house-crushing amounts of snow that we saw just last year in Iceland. What was it, 20 feet of snow or something like that? Okay, so, you know, y'all want to roll it. You're just rolling the dice with COVID. Herd immunity. You know, made a couple of videos about that. Oh, they really want to, they want to open it up the academy. Beat the strong man. Go out and, improve the world. And listen, when you do the herd immunity thing, you're basically producing a large petri dish where to be able to mutate into a more lethal strain. What's that going to do to the economy? See, one rule of thumb, and this is why a lot of the big money players really don't like Trump, is because you can't make money. You can call this an axiom or whatever. You can't make money if everybody's dead. You cannot make money if everybody's dead. War is bad for business. Epidemics, pandemics are bad for business. Because you can't make money if everybody's dead. You can't make money if everybody's agreed and broke. You know? You gotta be a dumbass. You gotta be a dumbass. Jesus Christ, people. It's like we jumped the shark tail. It's like people are going in so many different ways and stuff, and we're so totally fractured. We're fractured on every fucking fracture element that you can. People are divided, Coke and Pepsi, Ford and Chevy, right? Black, white, red, green, you know what I'm saying? Bay Street. You throw fraction on every possible line you can be fractured on. So we totally jumped the shark, and now it's like, people are so confused. How can Republicans even support? Everybody is just totally sold out. It's beautiful in a way, and that's the point. That's the point of the Antichrist thing. Is it? The Antichrist is wrath. Is God's wrath. You end up kicking your own ass by making bad decisions. It is evident who you are by how you respond to the Antichrist. No doubt about it. So what do we do about it? Vote. Just vote. By the way, short little thing here. I happen to see this thing about Hitler. Anybody's got an opinion about Hitler? Hitler was actually, the Germans could have won World War II like short order. And the first time they went across the French border and pushed the sea, they could have just drove them right. They could have just won right there and then. But Hitler didn't want to do it. He just didn't have the heart to vanquish the British. That he said, well, they're like our brothers, they're just like us. And there was a couple other moments where he hesitated, because he's a human being. So the term about the Antichrist, is that really a person, or is that an entity, or is it just a failure? That's Donald Trump. Donald Trump's doing what he does. He's just a dude, and whose manner of living has brought him to this point. It's not his fault. He's got support. There would be no Donald Trump if he wasn't supported by the Republicans in the Senate. They'd have flushed him down the toilet a long time ago. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. Donald Trump owes as much as $300 million to the Russians. A clear and present threat to national security. If Tucker and Fox are defending this, along with the volumes of outrage associated with Trump, whose side are they on? No, really. It isn't about politics anymore. It's about saving our democracy from Murdoch and Putin. What's up, Murdoch? That's all I got. My name is Crosby Lyles. I love you guys. The only call to action here is to vote. You know, you call somebody antichrist. There's all kinds of things dumb things that people can do with this. It's not a call. It's a call to just stand up, tell the truth, repent. That's what it's a call to. Vote. All the best to Olivia Troye. She's a true American hero. Thanks for doing what you do, and everybody else. That's it. I'm Star Crosby, Central Washington.